And thanks for sharing your thoughts with us here in this audience. And I was always curious. We can absorb the concept of the sharing economy, right? We talked a lot about the millennials. But what's really, really interesting is the piece that I found when you talk about attention. That's probably more difficult to absorb, and I would appreciate if you could elaborate a little bit on that.
It is. What we are is we are in the middle of a post-sale, on-demand attention economy. Post-sale meaning everything after the sale is now more important. Installations, warranties, experiences, outcomes. And we're also in an on-demand, which is part of the sharing economy, the fact that we're accessing, not owning, smaller and smaller pieces of products, services, insights, experiences, and outcomes. But the last piece that you're talking about, the attention economy, is really important. Because if you're not saving me time or capturing my attention, I'm not interested. Because it is about conversion rate optimization, it's about the clicks. Loyalty is dead. It's trading loyalty for convenience, trading loyalty for value exchange, trading loyalty for the ability to move ahead. And that's where we're at this moment.
Yeah, that sounds exciting. And how fast do you think the people here in the room have to prepare for that?
Oh, we are in the middle of that right now. You see that happening because it's not just price, but it's the experience, it's the value exchange. And it's not just because someone's been with you for a very long time. That piece around attention economy is so important because it comes back to the mission of your organization, the purpose. Why are you there? And that is the brand promise. Brand is more important than ever.
That also probably ties into your concept of mass personalization, right? Is that precise to say?
It is. So we actually think that mass personalization at scale is really important. There are three factors, and one of them is context. Understanding the location, the time, the identity, the role, the relationships, the sentiment. That becomes very, very important because context gives you the relevancy. Relevancy gives you the permission to potentially engage. And without that context, you can't start. The second part that's really important is the ability to give everyone choices. In a digital world, every choice is important. Every choice is a demand signal. So it's not about what they said they were going to do. It's not about what they think they're going to do. We know exactly what they did. And then the third part is important. It is anticipatory analytics, being able to guess with a probability that something is going to happen. That anticipation and understanding gives you the ability to provide sets of choices. And that's what then drives a different concept we'll talk about in a bit. But that mass personalization at scale is so important right now because if you can't deliver on it, you're irrelevant. You're noise, you're junk mail, you're just another ad out there, just another clickbait. It's not interesting. People have very, very little attention spans. You have about less than a second to capture something contextually relevant.
What do you think about those sneakers from this crazy NBA basketball fan?
I want them, but I think Holger Mueller out here probably has them on my team. But there's also things that are pretty interesting. You see those companies like Carbon that are 3D printing for Adidas. Right?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, that's happening already. That level of mass personalization and additive manufacturing is here today. So
3D printing is a good topic.
Yes.
It's in the discussion for a while, yet we are still a little bit waiting.
No, we're waiting. I mean, you can 3D print an Oreo cookie, you can 3D print a pizza, a spare part, sneakers. I mean, this is happening. But we're entering this era of what we call an infinite ambient orchestration. There's no beginning or end to a journey. Right?
That's true, yeah.
It's all in relationship to the next process, the next step, right? It's ambient because it's happening in the background through machine learning. It's happening in the background as we think about what's happening, right? And that in the background is important because that's the context. It's making suggestions to augment humanity so you make better decisions. And it's orchestration because we are working with different platforms and different ecosystems as we access them.